Welcome back, everyone. Taking a few minutes this morning to highlight an organization that is front and center in the battle against blood cancers. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, the Northern Ohio chapter, and Mandy Sinclair Nitschke is here this morning. Good to see you again. It's great to see you, and this is a very busy time all year round, but this is an especially busy time for your organization.
It is indeed. Yes, we're halfway through our Man and Woman of the Year campaign, which our goal this year is to raise $125,000. We actually raised $125,000 last year, and it was our first campaign in Toledo.
Right. You have one in Cleveland. You've had that.
Yep,
right?
And actually it's in every major market in the U.S. Yeah. It's also in a lot of the mid-level markets, which it was, again, just brought to Toledo last year, and we're doing great so far. So. Yeah,
and, proud to be a part of that last year. It really was a great event at Levis Commons, the Hilton Garden Inn. We'll talk about that specifically in just a minute. But I tend to think that sometimes leukemia and lymphomas get kind of lost in the cancer fight shuffle.
They absolutely do. I think people are really surprised to know that blood cancer actually makes up almost 10% of all new cancer cases. People don't know that there are over 150 blood cancers. They don't know that blood cancers affect both children and adults. So it really does get lost, but there's so many lives that are touched by blood cancer, not just in Northwest Ohio, but also throughout the United States.
No doubt about that. And we found out that our family front and center, firsthand last year, or a year and a half ago now, our son diagnosed with a late-stage lymphoma, but doing great now. And that's part of the deal with LLS, is that the inroads that have been made through awareness and funding. The survival rates are unbelievable now in comparison to where they were just 20, 30 years ago.
Absolutely. I have a family member that was diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia, which is actually how I became involved with LLS. And 10 years ago, I don't think the outcome would have been the same, but they have put so much money into so many different research opportunities for different blood cancers, and it's really changing the face of blood cancer. The survival rates are increasing all the time.
Really, it's so promising, so promising. But that being said,
there's more work to do.
And we lose people to these various types of leukemias and lymphomas, and that's why you still fight the fight you do, and
absolutely,
and the society does. So let's talk about a couple events coming up. One in just a couple of weeks, right?
Yep. We have actually an informational session May 28th at the Kiranor Hunt and Polo Club, and it's really just for anyone in the community that wants to come and find out more about what LLS does. So we'll be talking about all of our local campaigns, everything that we do. That is the website. And so we'll have information about our Man and Woman of the Year campaign. We'll have information about our Light the Night Walk, our school and youth programs, and our team and training. If you like to get out and run or bike or swim, we have opportunities for that as well. So that's 6 p.m. May 28th, and we hope to see a lot of the community come out. We always need volunteers. We always need people that want to raise funds for our tremendous cause. So.
Yeah, and you mentioned Man and Woman of the Year a couple of times, and that's the big event of the year, is it not?
Yeah, there really are two.
Light the Night is a great one too.
There are two, but they are so different. So one event is appealing to some people, and then Light the Night Walk is appealing to a lot of other people.
Quickly, Man and Woman of the Year, how would you describe this in the grand finale that celebrates it?
Yep, that's correct. This is a fierce competition, and I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek because everyone there is doing it for an entirely different reason than to win. But this year we have 6 candidates, and for 10 weeks they compete and see who can raise the most money. The male and the female that raise the most money are the Man and Woman of the Year. So this year we have quite a great group, and they're all very inspiring. They're all connected to blood cancer.
Touched in some way.
Absolutely. We have Charlie Mack from 107.3 The Juice. We have Betsy Nooney from BioSense Webster. We have John Smythe from Habitat Security. We have Kimberly Zutch from University of Toledo Medical Center, Ron Walters from Endeavus, and we have Eric Whitson from Perrysburg
Well, all
Schools.
without notes. That's
well,
amazing.
I was really sure I was going to forget someone, but I made it through. So
that was fantastic. But once again, that's in June.
Yep, our grand finale is
Garden Inn.
Yep, we announce the winners on June 20th, and we announce our total dollars raised, and all of it is actually in support of our Boy and Girl of the Year, who are both local boys, a local boy and a local girl. The boy has been in remission for several years from ALL, and our local girl, she had just finished treatment for AML and is doing very well. Excuse me.
And then a huge event in the fall is at Seagate Center,
Yep,
is it not?
that's
Is it
the
in
Light
fall?
the Night Walk,
Okay.
absolutely. We have friends and family teams. They walk oftentimes in support of someone, in remembrance of someone. We have local businesses that form teams, and that's another one. We'll take all the support we can get. It's a really inspiring night. We, in the past, have balloons, and each balloon color means something different. You may be walking in memory of someone, you may be walking in honor of someone, you may be a survivor. And this year we'll have lanterns, so we're upgrading, and it's going to make the night even more special. But
fantastic. We'll talk more about that as we work our way toward the date. So let's pop up, if we can, Cindy, our great director, let's pop up Mandy's, the website and Mandy's phone number, because she's the person to
perfect. Yes,
to get
call
a,
me.
to get a hold of. Yeah, and you were a little bit apprehensive coming on here. You were a little bit anxious. You have done incredibly well. So that's the number, and that's the web. That's the email to get a hold of Mandy, and she will she'll let you know how you can help.
And I'm sure we can utilize anyone who's interested. So
okay, you did great.
Thank you, Lee.
Mandy Sinclair-Nitschke and the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, the Northern Ohio chapter, support it if you possibly can.
Yes.
Come back in just a minute. Another tremendous event coming up in just a couple of weeks. We're going to talk a little softball right after this.